me cases, handcuffs, police inspections, lawyers, judges, allegations. Turn on your favorite station, you hear the same old song. I feel like, dog, I'm about to drop the bomb. Blow one down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running wild. Hey, and nobody gang, we on the town. Hey, never come down, I never come down. Blow one down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running wild. Hey, and nobody gang, we on the town. Hey, never come down, I never come down. Lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. I might.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The winding road to the Super Bowl continues here in the divisional round, where two teams look to take another step towards the Super Bowl. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Lions. The opening kick is straight ahead, so it's time to turn it over to my colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis with the call. Gentlemen.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL sends us to the state of Michigan as we are inside Ford Field in downtown. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They come out here in the eye. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 on the gain there. And it's good enough for a Tampa Bay first.
Let's just go ahead and state the obvious. You're going to want a big game out of that guy. Big-time run to get things started. But even more importantly, coming in on the road, trying to silence the crowd, take them out of it a little bit, slow down the emotions of the game, and get yourselves under control and feel like, yeah, we're going to be okay on the road.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Play clock winding down. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third at about 7 left. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run. On third down, Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
On fourth down, the Bucs will call on Anger. Brian Anger to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. starting field position here. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a handoff as they run left side. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensive starting unit for the Detroit Lions, and one big target they have at tight end is Eric Ebron.
And they are ready for him to fulfill his promise because he was drafted to be a game breaker. Big target, guy who could block at the line of scrimmage, but really get downfield and make plays against defenders, overmatch them. They haven't seen enough of that yet. They want to come to the front in 2016.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. A good pickup there at 22.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. So this is not the QB here. They're going to do a direct snap out of the Wildcat. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. On the defensive side of the ball, we're going to look at the starters for Tampa Bay. And, Charles, how about Vernon Hargreaves?
A pick they were excited to make because in their division, they've got to have guys who can slow down some of the best receivers in the league. And Vernon Hargreaves fits that profile. Very sharp, very intelligent. He operates well on the corner.
Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Got snap as they'll look to throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. 58 yards. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. He's going to air one out. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Now hold it. Everything here, we're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A second down throw for Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
And the defense definitely showing blitz here. On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Would it be... safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll come out in the pistol. Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective. There's not many things more terrifying than a toss sweep or a pitch play and all that beef out in front of the runner.
Yeah, I had an old coach say 3 words on those plays, toss or pitch. Set the edge. Heard him over and over.
A lot of times they roll the edge, and when they do that, that's why you can go for a long way.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
3 yards to go here on 2nd down. Now Jameis on 2nd down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. It's a 4-receiver look, all to the left side. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Jameis to throw it. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Tackle made by the Hall of Fame safety, Larry Wilson.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Now back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
But that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. Second down, Winston. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. They'll run it now out of the gun. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's brought down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A big play there on the catch and run. 41 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Winston. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Well, the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. And they'll go on the ground. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. But let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the 1st down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the 1st down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. Winston to throw for it on 4th. That's caught at the 2. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Winston and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jameis Winston scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
But that certainly felt like an example of the defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game. They want to keep it going.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Lions have taken the lead. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the #1 thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. So 2nd and 10 here. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On 2nd down, Winston again. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down, sacked by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on 3rd? We'll see. 3rd and long for Winston. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
This is taken at the 15. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Here we go.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
All right, here we go. 3-19. No. Check. Watch it now, Barney. Back 99, Philly. Here we go. All right, now look at 56.
Looking to throw. Ebron with it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Back 99, Philly. Here we go. Let's go. Set. 3-19.
And the tight end Ebron in motion. They'll look to throw here on first down. Flush to his right. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done, but they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. This is taken at the 18. Fighting through. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Shift together here from the D-line. They come up in an offset eye. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And they only need a little bit here. Third down and very short. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on third and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
Winston. And it is incomplete. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? You want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And the tight end Ebron in motion. He'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Ebron's got it. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that...
And got his man complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 48 yards. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They come up in an offset eye. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And the D looking like they may blitz. And they'll run it here. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. Third and long for Winston. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And Detroit getting set to go now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Second down following the incompletion. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
So it is 3rd down now, but less than a yard to go. Slot man moves right. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and sneak it here. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
It seems like, and it is a gamble on their side of the field, but they have supreme confidence in picking it up on a quarterback sneak. You can just feel it from this team.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Second down and 4. Another pistol look here. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They go play action here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack, because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Just looking at from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on, because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
All right, here we go.
And the back goes into motion.
3-19.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick here is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. So the D-line's going to spread out. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So the offense needing 4 yards. It's third down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Jameis to throw it. And that is incomplete.
And I think the end result, knocking the ball away, was a product of understanding where they were on the field, understanding how many yards they needed to pick up the first down, and tightening their coverage accordingly. Gave them no gaps, no spaces, no real air in which to catch the football, and end up making a really nice play.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And he comes back with one complete. 13 yards on the pickup, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to... And they force him to the sideline, corral him out of bounds here behind the line of scrimmage. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent...
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll look, and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Throwing. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Winston, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Winston. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Lions looking like they're going to come away with a victory. So here come the Lions now. They're in a good spot. 2-possession game, barely, but a 2-possession game here late. Now they just have to put this game on ice.
Let's face it, right now, they're talking about ball security, taking care of it, not allowing anything crazy to happen, because we've seen nutty things happen down the stretch, but they also have the security of the scoreboard. With that type of a lead, even if something goes haywire, they're still in good shape.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Back 99 Detroit.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.
Just a bunch of poor boys, daddies, girls, children of the cornfield, trying to turn a shift job into a dollar bill. We wear the muddy boots, stay true to how we're raised. Ain't nothing about us fake. You know we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long, bonfire on the back 40 in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight. Yeah. Just a bunch of John Deere junkies getting funky to some old hang. Nothing been stuck in the mud that we can't hook up to a rusty chain in the sun or in the rain. Yeah, it's the kind of thing. You know we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all over nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight.